It's right there. Right in the backyard. That is so wild. Oh, I think it spotted me. Oh, there's another one. Over by the shed. Wow. That is so cool. What an awesome way to start the morning. Alright, we made it. We're at Deadwood. We're at Mount Moriah Cemetery. We are early, of course. It says there's an admission. Admission booth is actually closed. So it says to use the donation box along the trail. So I'm assuming that one. Mount Moriah Cemetery established in 1878. About 1/3 of the approximately 3,600 graves are marked areas. Marked Potter's Field are sections for indigent or unknown settlers. Weather, vandalism, theft, and time may have left many headstones and markers broken, deteriorated, or missing. It's pretty. I'm really not sure where we're supposed to go.
There'll be signs.
Okay. Isn't he cute? Bye. Calamity Jane from Missouri. And of course, Wild Bill. This cemetery is like a really big draw for tourists. And I know we're here on like a Tuesday, but we didn't know how busy it'd get, so we thought it'd probably be best to hit this one early. It is quite a walk. You cannot drive up through the cemetery. You have to park down below and walk up. Oh yeah, you can't take any RVs or anything with a trailer up the road to the cemetery because of it being so narrow and such tight curves. Well, they kind of made it where you can't really. Okay, so there it is. Wild Bill. So that's Calamity Jane. That was like her dying wish to be buried next to Wild Bill. And she is. It's a cigar. A bullet. What is that? Casino card?
With his name on it.
Oh. Oh. Ace. I really have no idea who Potato Creek Johnny is. Maybe we'll find out later as we go down through Deadwood. Found this about Potato Creek Johnny. You can pause to read all this info about him. Flag never goes down on Mount Moriah Cemetery as Deadwood was granted permission by the U.S. Congress during World War I to fly the flag 24 hours a day to honor all veterans who have served our country. Guess these deer are pretty used to people. She's a little one. It's not like I don't see deer all the time at home, right?
Right.
There's just something about seeing wildlife I don't know. Well, I mean, we don't see them right outside our door like we did this morning.
On the highway.
Yeah, as they're smacking into the grill of our car.
Yep.
Oh, that's terrible. I gotta come back by here later when they open. So there's this really cool thing. It's called the hashtag WildBillMe.
WildBillMe.
Yeah. And so it's kind of like a scavenger hunt. You go through Deadwood and you take selfies with wild bills, like on pictures, signs, statues, sculptures, whatever. It's as long as it's a likeness of Wild Bill, you get a selfie with it. And if you get 10 selfies, you go to, there's a couple of different places you can go, visitor centers. And if you get 10 selfies, you take it, you go show them your 10 selfies, and you get a special sticker. If you get 15 selfies, you get a magnet. If you get 25 selfies, you get $5 off at a business, which it said like there's 30 businesses or something that participate. So anywhere pretty much down here probably. You get the magnet and the sticker. And it's all just for fun. And we literally just started our little stroll down the street, and I already have 6 selfies. Which, go to Instagram, go follow us on Instagram. You'll see them all over there at some point. By the time this video comes out, they're probably already been posted. It's a brothel.
Man, I didn't bring no money.
Ha ha ha. Well, she's waiting by the window. Well, we went ahead and went into the number 10 saloon. Little bit disappointed. I guess you have to pay $10 a person to go through a little museum section, and that's, I'm assuming, where the chair was that Wild Bill was sitting in when he was shot. They don't allow video in there. So, that is why you're only going to see some pictures. Okay, well now we're confused because now that says saloon number 10. And we don't know which one's which. I mean, that other one did say, remember, because when we walked in, she said, "Welcome to Wild Bill's Bar," or something like that, but I don't know. And that's supposedly where he was shot.
Yep.
There's the famous Franklin Hotel. Now, is that the one that's supposed to be haunted?
Yeah, I think it was on the list too.
I don't see a date on it, do you?
No.
I don't know. Old. Supposed to do a shootout here later today. I don't know if we're going to be here for that. It's pretty late in the evening. That building across the street there, an old bank. What year? 1904, right?
Yep.
Yeah, remodeled, and I think it said 1990 on the. It's on the National Register Historic Places.
I think Bodega. Oh, that's.
Who else is in the window? Well, I see 2 John Waynes.
I don't know who the other one
Yeah, I don't either. Okay, so I don't know which saloon is the one he supposedly died in. It's supposed to have been the other one, but this one is the one that has his chair and tons of pictures and just everything. I don't know. This was the one that I thought we were supposed to be visiting.
At 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Wild Bill Hickok entered saloon number 10, seeking a little poker action. Lawmen, owner of saloon number 10, and Captain Massey, a riverboat captain from Missouri, were engaged in a game of draw poker and were quick to invite Bill to join them. Wild Bill's reputation demanded that he be exceedingly cautious. For instance, he never liked to sit with his back to the door. The vacant seat was so located, and a lively debate between Charlie Rich and Bill resulted in an attempt on Bill's part to get Charlie's chair.
I could care less how much you're winning. You know I sit there, get out.
Bill was not given his request, and grudgingly, with great hesitation, took the empty chair. But after a few minutes, he stood up and again asked Charlie for
Hey,
his
Charlie,
chair.
you know I can't see her. Care how lucky that seat is. Get out.
Bill didn't win this argument either, and on this rare occasion, he settled down,
I'll
sitting with
take
his
your
back
money
to
and
the
then
door.
I'll take your chair.
Wariness, though, kept Bill alert, for all knew him to be a left-handed drinker, leaving his right hand free to handle his pistol. As unpredictable as card games are, Bill found himself quickly losing to Massey, who lost to Bill the night before. Bill asked Harry for $15 worth of pocket checks. Harry brought them over to Bill and returned to the bar and his duties. Soon, a shifty drifter known as Jack McCall entered the saloon. Bill quickly turned while drawing his gun. Recognizing McCall as a newcomer to town, he greeted him with a friendly,
Howdy, Jack.
then reholstered his gun
In your
and
lap.
resumed
That's the
again.
card I cannot believe.
Jack slowly circled the table, pausing briefly behind each player and analyzing each hand.
Hey, what are you doing here? You don't need to look over our shoulders. Get out of here.
Wild Bill's attention was on Massey. There was a friendly argument between them, and Wild Bill remarked, upon returning directly behind Wild Bill, suddenly Jack McCall, the bullet struck Bill on the back of the head, cutting out of his left cheek and lodged in Captain Massey's left arm. It was discovered soon that the cards Bill was holding were aces and eights, forever known as the dead man's hand. All fled the saloon except Carl Mann, who was held at bay by McCall.
Wild Bill is
Jack
dead.
snapped the trigger of his gun several times. It failed to fire. He then ran out the door and up the street. He was found hiding in a building behind a butcher shop. Later on in the day, he was tried in a minor's court. The jury, being tainted and influenced by a deceitful defense, found McCall not guilty, and he was released.
Love that old hotel. That's the Fairmont Hotel? Oh,
Yep.
so that one probably is a haunted one
Yes.
because you see it says ghost tour on the...
Yep.
That is so
I believe
cool.
that's the one that Ghost Adventures been to. And
The
several
Dead
of them.
Files,
Yeah.
and
Somebody else.
there was another one they said. I can't remember who it was now. Now that we're on the other side of the street, Jesse noticed the sign that says that is the original location of Saloon Number 10. And that's the historic site where Wild Bill was shot. However, that is now the Wild Bill Bar and not Saloon Number 10. Saloon Number 10 was moved up the road, and that's the one we were in a little bit ago. Hey babe, look up in the windows. There's ladies of the night waiting for you.
Too much of a tightwad.
We went into the beef jerky experience, and let me just tell you, that was amazing because you could sample every single thing in that store. Was there anything in there that you couldn't take a sample of? And there's all kinds of different beef jerkies, a lot of different kinds of beef jerkies, and there's peanuts, different flavors of peanuts. We got the prime rib, the ghost, or the Reaper, and what was the honey barbecue. So, and then we got those strawberry cheesecake peanuts, which were really good. But what was the one that kind of that you really, really liked that we tried right at the very first?
It was shark. It was nasty.
Shark jerky. They also had rabbit and kangaroo and I don't know, just all kinds of weird different meats, pork and ostrich mix, pork and alligator mix, just tons of different ones. So there's a lot in there that we definitely suggest that stop. We left Main Street. It's right back over there because there's some other good old buildings and things to see. I don't know what that is. This will go up this way? It's like an old hotel or something, isn't it? They're like putting a roof on that church. I think it's a church. Is that a church? I don't know. I thought it was a church. A lot of old buildings. Martin Mason Hotel. It's like an old filling station that got turned into a coffee and deli. J. Hattenbach and Brothers, 1895 grocers. That's cool. June 21, 1951. So that bust has been there since 1951? Wow.
We can do better now. Let's all try that together. Howdy, folks!
Howdy!
That's more like it. Now, while you're down there talking to the judge, if you have any other questions about what else there is to see and do around here, make sure you ask him. He's got maps, flyers, schedules, brochures, anything you need to plan your day, just ask him, because he just loves telling people where to go. Now, my name is Con Stapleton, and I'm the first and only town marshal of Deadwood. And we're fixing to tell a true and accurate tale about something that happened right here in Deadwood. We used an 1858 Remington. It's a cap and ball revolver. It is a real gun. We load that thing up with 15 grains of black powder, and then instead of a lead ball, we back it down with cream of wheat. It's because we're serial killers. They are all true stories. We research our stories very thoroughly. In fact, in our library right up here on the hill, we've got the Black Hills newspapers going all the way back to 1876. And they wrote very extensively about all the goings-on here in the Gulch, including this particular incident. As hard as it's going to be to believe that this is a true story, it is a true story, and this is how it happened.
Now, back in September of 1876, the people of Deadwood decided they wanted a little law and order around here. So they hired this man, Con Stapleton, who you just met here, to be Deadwood's first and only town marshal. But according to the Laramie Treaty of 1868, the Black Hills, including Deadwood, were a part of the Great Sioux Reservation. So Con really had no jurisdiction here at all. Now, despite that, Con's exploits were highly documented, including this strange but true tale of January 14th, 1877.
Oh, he's out again. Well, at least he's quiet. You know what, fellas? That's just the way I like it, all nice and peaceful like.
That's a rare thing in this camp.
Well, you can say that again.
That's a rare thing in this camp.
It's just an expression, David.
What's the matter with you?
Oh, somebody needs to wake up old meathead here, get him home before it gets dark.
No, leave him alone. He ain't hurt nobody. Oh. Besides, his old mule knows the way home without his help.
Oh, God bless the Union.
All right. Oh, that is horrible. Let's have another one.
To Deadwood.
To Deadwood. No.
Oh,
We need better whiskey.
that stuff's awful. We need to do something about that instead of making that news, huh? Right? We can get old.
All right, nobody move, nobody get hurt.
outlaw dog. And you! Wipe that stupid grin off your stupid face!
Ah, jeez! You stink!
What are you gonna do, Marshal, huh?
You fellas take care of Lon. I'm taking this scumbag to jail.
David, I can't believe he missed the marshal and shot you instead. David?
Boy, that was a close one.
David!
That could have been a goner.
David, you got a bullet hole right there in the middle of your forehead.
What? I'm sure stuff a good night's sleep won't help.
Come on, David, let me help you out of here.
Don't want to be in trouble.
Here's to you, boys! Oh, boys. Where'd you go?
Well, folks, strange gets only stranger. Not only did David Luck walk out of Al Chapman's saloon that night, but he continued to walk the streets at Deadwood for 67 days with a bullet hole right there in the middle of his forehead. 67 days he walked around like that, till one day he got himself just a bit of a headache, went up to the old Centennial Hotel to take a nap, and he died in his sleep. Old Doc Babcock did the autopsy on him, said the only reason David had died is because a piece of bone had started to abscess in the wound. And that's the way things really were here in Deadwood when old David Luck took a bullet to his noggin.
This is a visitor center now, but it was a train depot back in the day. Now you can stop here for Deadwood information, you can use the restroom, and you can grab a tour bus and take a tour. So, is this still working? Is this a working scale? It is a working scale. Well, I mean, it's moving anyways. We can find out how much Jesse weighs. So, what's it say you weigh?
250.
250?
Yeah, but
Oh yeah, he is carrying my bottle of wine, my nuts, and my jerky. Approximately plus or minus 5 pounds.
not real angry.
Well, I think I'll pass. Y'all can just guess at what you think I weigh. Picture of you eating. Stayed at the Silverado Grand Buffet. I mean, it's a buffet, you know. They are what they are. I can't ever eat enough to cover my cost. Jesse, though, ate like 3 or 4 pieces of prime rib and 20 chicken breasts, and I don't know what all he ate.
I don't know, but they took the sign down, all you can eat, when I left.
Yeah. Well, I noticed the prime rib guy was kind of looking at you funny every time you
After my 4th slice, he didn't say you're welcome or anything when I said thank you.
Oh, well.
Kind of gave me a funny look.
Anyway, so if you've never been to Deadwood, pretty much every store or hotel or bar or whatever has a casino in it, it seems like. So of course the Silverado has casino, so thought, well, on the way out, found some penny slots because don't usually play much more than that. I'm not a super lucky gambling type person. So I thought, well, you know what, I'm just going to throw in a couple of $1 bills I have and see what happens. And do you know what? I had to cash out because I couldn't believe it. Look at that. That, people, I more than doubled my money. And when you do that, you just got to cash out and you got to go. I can read them words in there. It says get fit for a wood coat, try me on for size. It looks like you can walk right down alongside there. It's like a river walk.
Now the Gilmore and Salisbury's Black Hills to Cheyenne stage was rolling down the dusty Cheyenne Trail, approaching the infamous Robber's Roost stop. Now the Roost was known as the most dangerous point on that trail. Drivers had to bring their racehorses to a complete stop to drop them down the greasy banks of the Cheyenne River. The messenger following behind the coach that day was none other than D. Boone May, the notorious bloodhound of the Black Hills. Prescott Webb and his cohort, C.P. Whiskey and G.W. Connors, quickly got the drop on old Boone and the other two guards. Old Boone hollered to commit some firing, boys. To his dismay, them boys turned plumb yeller. So Webb and the gang proceeded to collect the Bibles, including Boone's favorite rifle and stick pin, and rode off. A short time later, them boys turned the corner onto Main Street in Deadwood, and this, my friends, is what commenced to unfold.
Well, boys, what are you staring out off some of this trail bus? I'm inside for a shot two left with you, huh? What do you say? Hey, Webb! Wouldn't that look at old Boone May's face when his boys turned Jimmy just to holler? I thought that poor boy was going to cry. Well, hey, now. You boys must watch your say about that old Boone May. We're not going to track you down and drop off your empty heads. Besides, you don't mind that horn any more than he is. You know what, Ike?
What's that?
Nothing burns me out more than a bunch of cowards.
Yep.
Them boys in the coach with us didn't even bother to draw their guns.
I know, Boone. I was right there with you. Webb and his boys took a tiny something. Me too.
Well, I'll make you get that back for you.
Hey, wait!
What?
Shut up, big Jehoshaphat! They give you what they think it is.
What's it?
Well, look here, Boone. If ain't Prescott Webb and snake dropping boys.
I never saw a man in battle before. I have the leg.
I'm gonna shoot moving some out.
I'll run guns all DMW, Jeffy, and press the web there.
You hold it right there, boy. I'm a lot to look at. Look here.
I can tell from outside, boy. You actually meant to hit you. You got bounced around there. What'd you shoot him again for?
Well, he was suffering.
You shoot horses when they're suffering, not people.
Why did you tell me that first shot?
Just get down there and clean up your mess. Get him down the dock. Tell these folks the rest of the story. Not too long after the shooting stop, old Liz and Connor got themselves arrested at the stables over on Sherman Street. They took Preston down to Dock Babcock and passed him up good enough to travel. They took all three of them down to Cheyenne for trial. They found all three of them not guilty due to a lack of evidence. But they didn't hear them boys clean up their ways, and one of them got the job working for that very same city trying to help rob. That's the way things were back in Deadwood in 1877, when old Preston Webb boys came to town. Thanks for being here, folks. Have yourselves a great Deadwood